Alright, good morning people. We're going to be doing a project here. French drain, open French drain all around the perimeter of the home. We'll be waterproofing. We'll be doing the works on this project. We'll be routing these downspouts. We're going to be putting a hybrid system, which is a French drain, an open French drain, and we're going to put some catch basins inside the open French drain. For that to allow all the moisture and all the bulk water to go out at the same time. We'll be tearing all this out. We'll be taking that downspout in the front too, and everything will be routed right to the front yard. So I just want to take a chance to show you guys a project way before. Trying to learn how to do this camera thing, so I'll show you the stuff we have right here. We have French Drain Man's High Octane Solid, French Drain Man's High Octane Perforated. We are going to move some serious water. We have French Drain Man's new catch basins, 6-inch catch basins. And you see, I don't have to tote around with these a bunch together. I just connect them together and then install everything in place. 6-inch pole saw. Thank you, French Drain Man, for this. So these are 4-inch and 6-inch, and it's got a deep sump comparing to your Home Depot one. The slab is out the way. I got somebody to help. Corey's helping us for today. Gonna get the French drain, start the digging to the footer. I just want to show you guys I pulled the orange cord out before I start digging. Always remember to document all your work so that way you don't get blamed for certain things. This was already underground. I pulled it up. And then this one has slices. I haven't even started digging yet. So this was right here when I pulled it up. Alright, a little worn out with everything already. I'm going to start everything off back here, all the way this way, all the way down that way. If it starts raining, or if it does rain by any chance, water's routing away from our area. Alright, so right here we got some pipe here with a cap. I think it's going that way. They used it as conduit to move wire or something at one point. There's nothing in there, so what we're going to do is cut it back a little bit, put the cap back on. Right here we're going to have an open French drain, distribution box to collect bulk water, and then we're going to keep going there with the open French drain all around the corner. So we're cutting sprinklers and things that are in my way. That way we could get the trench in, and then we'll put that back. Alright people, so there you see all this rotted wood. You never know what's underground. It's not pavers, old block. Once you start digging, you don't know what's underground. Off the footer real good. Give me a second. Taking all this off, cleaning the footer off good. When we start waterproofing, everything has to be nice, clean. So we found, look at that thing. We're filling that up with some hydraulic concrete. There's a couple more here that are open. We'll be filling them in. Trying to show all the obstacles that we're going through. We're getting somewhere. Just to show you guys, there's a lot of cracks, a lot of openings. Like I said, this is why you want to use hydraulic concrete and not regular concrete. Look at that. There's a lot of openings. That's cleaned out. There we go. Started covering with the hydraulic concrete. Remember that big hole over there? Gone. No more hole. Stuff is super sturdy. I'm beginning a couple little details in here. And that's it. So there we go. We got the rest of the hydraulic concrete in place. Setting everything up. And we'll get ready for the waterproofing. Alright, so what I'm doing right here is, you see I'm not doing too many passes. This stuff is so thick, you want to get it at least 1 mil thick. See, I'm not doing too many passes. 1 or 2 passes. All these guys want to roll it and do it fast, and they do it super thin. The best way to do this is make it as thick as possible. Do not cut corners and try to, this is not paint. See how thick this stuff is? It's like glop. So you want to go thick at what you're doing. You want to get in your corners. You see how that's it. I can't do too many passes there. That's it. Right here, I got enough in here. And this is just the first coat. Those corners, all those edges, this thing will bridge cracks, but we put hydraulic concrete for the big stuff. You don't have to worry about that. That's it. We got the final coats in. See how tight that is? Looks like I put a sheet membrane on here. I will get that corner. Once I open this, I put the French drain, I'll get that corner. Because of the AC unit, I don't want to open anything. There we go, you see no holes. Everything's covered up tight. Remember that big hole that was there? No longer. You can see close up. Everything's covered. We got poured on yesterday. Also, that culprit right there, the washer. Look at all that. So I just gotta clean this up a little bit. The waterproofing's in place, everything's good. Just gotta just get some of this dirt out of here. Regrade it a little bit, and that's it. The rock will be here in a couple minutes. We'll be good to go to close this side and then start the French drain on the other side. So right now, we got all the rock on the street. I know it looks like a little bit. There's a lot of stone here. Oh, we're taking all that out. Put all this in. Looks small, but it's not. Got the waterproofing all in place. Hydraulic concrete. So what we do is, this lays right, this is where the footer is. This lays right there nicely. The pipes will be down here under the footer. As soon as water comes, just falls right into the pipe. Right here I had to refix this because while I was putting the layer down, the geofabric, this part is soft, sandy, so it started falling, and we have a good fall from here all the way to the front. We don't want to lose our fall. You just layer everything out, pins to hold everything in place, and then I use French Drain Man's sticky tape. Freaking holds on to the wall for a little bit until the sun beats on it too much, and then it starts peeling a little bit, but it holds it in place. Super strong tape. Remember, that wall has sediment and stuff. Some other tape would have just came off right away. Alright, so here we have the two perforated pipes at the bottom. People are always asking me, see how they're at the bottom. We're running the solid on top. The solid pipe is going to run the downspouts and catch basins. Anything that I'm running debris through, I'm running through the solid. These are just going to collect the water from the subsurface and surface. We have everything here. This is the footer right here. You can see back here, everything's waterproofed already. See that? Everything's waterproofed. Everything, any big cracks that were here, we put hydraulic concrete. So now when this floods right now, all the water is going to fall to the deepest point, which is down here under the footer. And we have a whole pitch going out to the front yard. Right here, we're going to connect all the downspouts and everything else. Right here, we'll cut right here, put a Y, and go that way in one direction instead of a T. A lot of guys are using T's. T is incorrect. The T, the water slams here, it goes this direction or this direction, whereas a Y, the water's going in that direction at all times. So now we're getting somewhere. Got the rock in place. Just adding the distribution boxes and putting caps. This thing's amazing. I just cut these right here, slide that right in. I have the hose under it. I have everything going straight to the front. I already have the Y connector. So the downspout. Little by little, everything will go in place. Putting the rock in, everything's tile taped. We want the solid pipe to take the water straight out. Like we said, we don't want no debris going into our perforated pipes at the bottom. Open French drain. So what we're going to do is this fabric, we're going to overlap it. Well, not overlap, we're going to stitch it right down the middle and then put decorative stone here. Now client doesn't want sod here no more, so what we're going to do is we're going to put rock through the whole thing. So we'll put woven fabric here. That way, as soon as water hits, it glides over top and it falls right into the French drain. We have a double pipe French drain system right here. Two perforated pipes at the bottom. Now we're getting the downspouts with the solid pipe all around, but we want to catch any amount of bulk water. We're having an open French drain through here, so I know we're going to catch a lot of water. But just in case of a big rainstorm, I want to put a catch basin. So French Drain Man has a catch basin with these two plugs in to put in the pipe. Now, I don't need this, so he came up with this, which is universal. It's an end plug for the perforated pipe. This is the old school end plug, and this is the new one. You put that in there, no rocks go in your system. Now, I don't need this portion because we're not getting another pipe in there. So This is universal now, like I said. So all I have to do is take that blue one out and put that in. Now that's covered. We get water going to one direction. Now, this thing, I need clearance here. We have a wall right there. So I just cut this out, clear, flush. Now you put the two pieces right here, towel tape, ready to go. Now it's a catch basin collecting water here, going that way. Whereas here I was losing a lot of clearance. Just wanted to show you guys, stuff is amazing. Universal for everything. Thank you. Look at that, just so you guys can see. Look at all that water coming towards my neighbor, my client. All that water. You ain't seen nothing. Look at this. It's filling the whole trench up again. It's ridiculous. It's way too much water coming. Every time they do laundry, all the water goes towards his home. Alright, we got the stone all in place here. We still got the other French drain to go around the other side of the property. Two perforated pipes at the bottom, solid pipe up top to catch the bulk water right here. And this is an open French drain, so once we close this fabric, we're going to put decorative stone over top. All this is getting stone. Straight into a Y connector. Don't let these guys fool you. Running downspouts into a perforated pipe is incorrect. This guy's saying, well, the client, that's what the client wanted. Well, you're the professional and you need to let the client know that that is incorrect and it's not going to last long. We got another French drain going on the other side. Right here, we're going to connect everything together, another distribution box. All that stone is going to the other side tomorrow. Get all that clay. So now what we're doing is we're going to close this French drain. That way we never get no dirt migrating with the rock. I could come here years later and you'll open this French drain and the rock will look the same way. No dirt, nothing in here. We're going to stitch it, no overlapping. Everything's going to be tight right down the middle. And then we're going to have decorative stone over top. Water's going to flow through here very fast. So I'm stitching here, closing up the French drain. And we hit a main water line. No problem. We just close it up. Here we hit the main water line. So we'll be repairing that right now with a slip. These things are amazing. I don't like the ones from Home Depot. It's got like a screw here somewhere. This is much better. Alright, so we'll fix this right now. What I'm doing right here is we hit a main water line. Due to that big boulder that's there, it was right over top, so I had to get, there was no way around it. I have to go through here. We have a property line right here. This is my client's side of the yard. What we do with this is we put a slip fix, get a coupler and a slip fix, put it in here, glue it together, ready to go. Turn on the main water line again. You gotta wait a couple seconds, like a minute or two I like to wait, and then you could run the water again. Make sure there's no leaks and keep going with your digging. So right here, what we do is we glue this side first, let that dry, and then you put your primer and glue over here, slip it over, give it 2 or 3 turns and let it dry, and you're good to go after that. Give it a minute or two to dry real good, and then you could turn on the main water line again. Thank you. And this is why you always want to be prepared. When you do this job long enough, you start getting all the tools and everything necessary to get things done if things happen. Always be ready for whatever. That big boulder was over top of this. There was no way around it. So once we run the main water line, you always want to flush the hoses outside so no dirt goes inside of the home. All right, so we're wrapping this baby up. I like to wrap it up. Anybody can say burrito wrapping, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's closed. Right here, the two perforated pipes are going into a Y. From there, I have access if I ever have to hydrojet it or clean it. I can access it both right there. From here, we got another Y because the downspout portion is always on a separate pipe. We do not run our downspouts on our perforated pipe. That'll go over top and run into here. From here, all the roof shingle, gravel, and any debris will sit right here. This has a dry well under it too. And the French drain's going around the whole perimeter of the property. We have another French drain coming out the other side. Right to there. This one's going right here. Under the sidewalk with the dual wall pipe. Hit the main water line, fixed it. Alright, getting ready to go home. It's getting late. It's gonna rain tomorrow, 100%. Got everything graded. French drain is in place. I already ran the water through it just to show the client. That rock is going to the other side, to the French drain on the other side. So we're prepping everything to put the weed mat in. Like I keep saying, they have stone pavers on this side, on the other side of the fence on the neighbors, and everything. All that sheet water is coming this way, flooding this whole area. We're gonna put weed mat here, and then the stone all on top. We're not putting weed mat on top of our fabric. Weed mat is only going on here. That way when all that sheet water coming off the neighbor goes right into where it needs to go to in the French drain. From there it'll go out to the front, and that's it. All right, so we got the fabric in place. I know people are gonna ask questions. This is the French drain fabric, and this is the weed mat. We're gonna put stone on here. We don't want the stone to migrate after some time. So what's gonna happen is when all that sheet water comes off the neighbor's yard, when all the sheet water comes off of there, it goes right, slides right through here and falls into the French drain and makes its way all the way to the front. All right, so we got our river rock. Man, does it look like a little bit on the video. So we'll be putting that all the way over there. Right here, what I'm doing is putting some topsoil over top before I lay the sod down. You guys can see, we got a base with the sod, but I like to put a little bit more topsoil over top. That's it. You got the French drain right along the perimeter, collecting any bulk water and subsurface water at the same time. Thank you. say seamless gutters. Ain't never seen seamless sod. See how I pick it up and I join it together.
Oh, kind of smash it in there, yeah.
Yeah, so it's in place where it needs to be. Alright, so we got everything buttoned up. Got the sod put back in place. So I'm going to be coming by to record everything in action. Got the sod all in place. Mulch in the back. Fully done.